for joining us. So, Jesse and Spencer, correct?
Yes, nice to meet you.
Hey,
Likewise.
Nirav. Yeah, good to meet you. I'm with GameLuster.com. So yeah, I would love to hear a little bit about this today. So just for the record, I guess we're going to be talking about your upcoming game, 21 Bluff. So that is still not out yet, right? We are
So
kind
it
of
is out.
leading up to.
It is out now. Yep.
Oh, it is out now. Okay,
You
great.
can buy it on Walmart Canada, Walmart.com, Amazon Canada, Amazon.com, and it's also going to be in a couple of retailers in spring of 2025.
Okay, great. So I see that roughly. I think all I know about this is there are some cards involved. So I guess I would love to just before we kind of get into the background of it, if y'all could tell me kind of just what's your elevator pitch for this game?
Sure.
Well,
You,
it's
you-
really a wilder twist on Blackjack. So we created this game together. We were in Florida. We were playing, just Blackjack heads up. It was kind of boring, whatever. So then we kind of added a little bit of twist, a little bit of okay, maybe you have your deck, I have my deck, and we started playing heads up. And then, Jesse started adding power cards, and I said I added power cards, and one thing led to another. And then, we're not creators of games, and it just happened to create a game, right? And so, we played the next day 7 hours straight. We fell in love with it, introduced it to a whole bunch of people. They loved it. And next thing you know, 21 Bluff became a staple in everyone's house, and everyone just loves it, has fun with it.
Great. Yeah. So would you describe this as like a party game then?
definitely.
It's yeah,
It could be a party. It could be a party game. It could be a game played amongst family members. It's just fun. It's fun. Typically, when we play, there's always laughing, pointing fingers in a playful way, and just everyone's having a good time. There's a lot of
Gotcha.
sudden twists that make it a lot of fun and unexpected twists.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would love to see a spin on Blackjack. It kind of reminds me of that game Balatro that came out this year. That's kind of a spin on poker. Everyone seems to be very in love with.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So yeah, let's get back into the background of this. So you said you were just like playing blackjack, and then one day you were like, "This is boring. We gotta like jazz this up a little bit."
Yeah, so I live in Florida, and Spencer came down. This was last August, so August 2023. Came down for his birthday, and that was it. We were sitting around, hanging out, and hanging by the pool and playing heads up blackjack. But in blackjack, the house always has the advantage, right? So we
Mm.
just started improvising and go as we were going along. We just started putting wrinkles in, right? Where I couldn't see Spencer's cards, he couldn't see mine. We took turns, and in the game 21 Bluff, you take turns being the dealer. Every single hand, you take turns. So we made it so that the house doesn't have the advantage. It's truly an even playing field for both people. Uh,
Okay. And so this is your. So you said you haven't created a game before, correct?
correct. Neither of us. I mean, Spencer's background's in the athleisure world, and I'm a dentist by trade. This is my lunch break right
Oh,
now. Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. No, I'm also on a lunch break right now. So gotcha.
Nice.
I'm an urban planner by day. I work for the
Awesome.
city.
Oh,
Awesome.
Um,
nice.
Yeah, yeah. So that is actually that's pretty impressive. So this is like barely over a year that you were able to like get this from like a concept phase to like out on like shelves for people to play for your
Yes.
first game.
So when we first created the game, we were talking about it that night, and then the next day we hung out by the pool again, and we played for like 7 hours straight. And I like games, I enjoy them, but I'm not a massive gamer. And when we played for 7 hours straight, Spencer and I looked at each other. We brought this game we created to dinner with us, and we're like, I think we have something here. Um, and then within about a month, we had a demo deck made, and then we introduced power cards, right? Because a standard deck of 52 cards, you could buy that anywhere. We wanted to put
Mhm.
fun wrinkles, right? An
Right.
auto card, an auto 21 card, auto split, auto double, different wrinkles. That would make the game that much more fun, that much more competitive, and more high stakes. Um, and then within a month, we had that. We started test playing it, and then yeah, pretty much within a year, we went live on Walmart and Amazon.
Cool. That power cards thing makes it sound a little bit like Uno.
Yeah,
Um, in that,
And
in that
what's
sense. But
crazy about the whole decks of cards is that we created our own font. So like the Jack and the Queen and the King all have different, like when you get it, it's like an Easter egg, right? Like let's say the
yeah,
Jack is holding a golf club, or the Queen is taking a selfie. It's just fun things that it makes it a little bit more exciting and cool.
So do you feel like you guys designed this to be a little bit more like accessible to people who are not like avid board game players?
I
We
think
really,
both avid board game players would love it, and the casual player. For example, like I played with my mom, who was not when we first got
Yeah, good. No, good test subject. Yeah, for sure.
and I played with my mom, who's not a card gamer. She's not a gamer at all. And the first round we played, and the way the scoring goes is each hand is worth one, and then you could bet your way up to 2 or 4, depending on kind of like in poker, where you could ante up. And the first time I played my mom, who's never really played blackjack, I beat her 21-18. So it's a game that really anybody could pick up. You could learn it fast, pretty much within 5-10 minutes. You could pick up this game, and it's an even playing field for really everyone from avid board game players to the novice can have fun playing it.
Okay. So when you're talking about a round, is this like actually the length of a round of blackjack typically, or like is this a longer kind of game?
oh no, this game, it's first to 21 points. The game could be 5 minutes, it could be 6 minutes, it could be 3 minutes. It all depends
Okay.
how you play your hand and how it's up to 2 to 4 players. So let's say you're 2 players, it could be a 5 minute game. You can play 15 games, you can play 3 games. You don't have to continue going on, right? First to 21
Right.
sets up, you're done, next game.
And Narab, I can give you an example of how it could be high stakes. Are you a blackjack player by chance?
Not avidly, but I've played a good few times.
Even casually? Okay. So in this game, let's say I had an 8 and a 3 and 11, and you had a 5 and a 5, right? And you had 10. I could say, Narab, I'd like to double, which essentially raises the stakes from 1 to 2. You could then double me back. Now it's worth 4. Heads up. So, and at the end of the round, we would pull, like in normal blackjack, you pull one more card for a double, and then you would pull one each. And let's say you beat me, you would just be awarded, you would earn 4 points. And it's the first one to 21.
Okay. Okay, so it definitely keeps the same like bluffing sort of situation from like blackjack.
Correct. Because Spencer, for example, when we play, he's a madman when it comes to the doubling and the bluffing. So
Okay.
Spencer will double on a 14. And if I'm sitting on a 12, 13, I'm like, you know what? I have no idea. And he has a really good poker face. That's where the bluffing aspect comes in, right? Because you could double. And if he raises the stakes to 2, and I say, you know what? I don't have a really strong hand. I'm going to sit this one out. I concede a point to Spencer, and he's gotten a lot of points on me. Easy points where I should have just stayed in the ring.
Okay, no, that sounds pretty good. I like that. I like what you said about the rounds kind of being shorter, especially because that definitely encourages people to do several matches and like kind of understand the strategies as they like do another round. Like, okay, I'm starting to get it.
Exactly.
But, correct.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. So, what exactly was the process for getting this? Like, I'm kind of curious about the background process for finding like, did you find a publisher? Or is this sort of self-published? How did this work?
So we brought it to a company called Playview, who's here in Montreal, who's a big time. They create puzzles. They have license for Minecraft and Nerf, and they're a big toy company. So we brought it to them, and they right away fell in love with it, loved it. We brought it on board with them, and they have great manufacturers overseas. They've got great in-house creative developers. They have a great marketing team, and they really put the magic to us, like very, very well. Like they really helped us through this whole process.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's really cool. I'm actually kind of in the early stages of developing my own like card game right now, so I'm kind of just a little blown away that you guys were able to get this done in like a year.
Yeah.
Everything kind of just worked out, right? Even the power cards, like the math just made sense. Like there are 52 cards
Yeah.
in a deck. We created 13 extra power cards to get the total number to 65. So 20% of the cards are power cards. Everything just kind of worked out well, right? Like 1 out of every 5 cards is a power card. And the whole process went pretty seamlessly with Playview and then their expertise in this field.
Oh, that's awesome. Sounds great. I mean, I'm definitely excited to try it. I actually run like a kind of larger board game group over here in Atlanta, so I would love to demo this to some folks, and hopefully they get on board with it. Maybe want to check it out themselves. But
we'll send you a bunch, as many as you need, no problem.
oh, yeah, no, thank you, I appreciate it.
And Narab, if you also wanted us to do like a founder's tutorial, we can kind of walk you guys through on a quick 5-minute Zoom call or a FaceTime to kind of introduce it to everyone also, if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hit you up for that. So, you guys said that you were right now you were doing just the online sales, right? So Amazon, Walmart.
Right now, yeah, just online. And then, I mean, we've seen a bunch of retailers that are very interested and love it. And I think within the next couple of weeks, we'll know for sure, but they're all putting it in their planograms. I mean, it's a new game. I mean, the way we designed it here, like, I don't know if you can see it, but so here's the game, right? And it comes in a sleeve. So we made it so it's like a really nice keepsake box. So it's not just a, plastic thing. So we have a magnet here at the bottom. You open it up. Here's the instructions. Oops.
Mhm.
And then, here's the whole thing. But it's a really nice, it's a hard box, nice coffee table piece. So that really, you're not just buying the game and throwing it out. So people actually care about that. So, we cater to them.
It is I it's nice to have a nice looking box, to be honest. I've got like 50 board games in my trunk right now. About half of them I don't like looking at.
Well, this one will be in your front seat, guaranteed.
Yeah.
There we go. So yeah, how you guys have had this out in the wild for about how long now?
Probably say about
6 weeks, maybe.
Okay. So have you been hearing like back from like fans, like people you didn't specifically target for testing or whatever? Have you been hearing back from people like that?
Sure. And it's been
we haven't had one negative feedback, and like no lie, no beat around the bush. There hasn't been one person that said, not for me, I don't like it, it's not fun. Everybody so far, whether we know them or not know them, has had a blast with it.
Okay. Wow, that's very impressive. Congrats on that. So are y'all like planning on anything for the future in this game? Is there an idea for expansions, or how's that going to look?
So there's definitely things in the woodworks right now for expansion stuff, but right now we're really just focusing on this and getting it out to everybody, letting them have a great time with it, building, that fan base of gamers to really acknowledge what it is. But there's definitely things coming up in the woodworks.
Okay, awesome. So are you guys like on like social media and stuff like that too?
We are. Yep. At 21 Bluff. The Instagram page is at 21 Bluff, and that's the most common place that the 21 Bluff fans can find us.
Should be easy enough to find you there. Okay, so I think that's probably good for right now. I'm thoroughly interested in trying this out, and I'll get this video will be up on our YouTube channel, and I'll have like an impressions kind of review sort of thing for the game. And once we try it out, sounds like a good time. I'm always like, as somebody who is running this like big board game group, and I have a lot of people circling in and out, like, having things that are easy for people to pick up at the beginning and don't require 30 minutes of instruction is like a godsend. So I would love for that to be the case.
Sure.
All right. Well, yeah, thanks so much for making the time, and thanks